Everybody, this is Josh. Josh Bees on gamer tags. You see down there in the left-hand corner, and I've got another mediocre gameplay for you. This time, some Dropzone on Village, and if you guys haven't played this game mode yet, this is probably one of the more funner ones on the game. For the most part, it's pretty action-packed, and you can get into the action really well. Yeah, I want to say that I was told that my last couple videos, I was kind of talking, my voice volume was kind of low, and I had the microphone kind of up above my nose because you could hear me breathing in it when I first tried recording. So I went to look for a little foam windsock for the microphone, but apparently no one really carries them anymore. So until I can find one, I actually have a sock on my microphones that'll hopefully stop you from hearing me breathing and all that stuff. I don't want you to think I'm like Andy Reid or something. I got that fat breathing going on. But yeah, in this video, I want to talk about the Roxio game capture. Sure, if you guys have seen my first video, I mentioned that that's what I'm using to get these gameplays on, and all in all, I like it. It's for the money you get it's pretty good especially if you're starting out. It cost me about 70 bucks, and it comes with the device and also the component cables, and it hooks up incredibly easy. It was nice and fast. It records in 3 different formats. You're going to record it in the DivX, AVI, or the Windows Movie Video format. Depending on how powerful your computer is, it'll affect how well it records. I'm just recording in the DivX because my computer doesn't have enough RAM that's recommended for the WMV, but I think it's recording them just fine in that format. So, but when you do record it, it actually captures all the gameplays and stuff in standard definition, but you have the ability to, once you are done recording and you want to go to export, you can export it out to HD, and there's 30 different export options that you can pick. The first video I used I picked 720 at 60 frames per second, which I think it looked kind of decent, but it just got so screwy with that stabilize option, so you couldn't really tell. The last one I recorded in the DivX Home Theater, 848 by 480. So this one I'm going to try and record in 1080. And I'm saying that now. It may not actually be what I record once I do the recording, but we'll see how that works. I'm still trying to figure out what looks the best as I record it and when it uploads onto YouTube, because it's I don't know, it looks slightly different on the computer after you record it once you play it back as to what actually gets loaded up on YouTube. So yeah, I'm just working my way through it, and at some point in time I'll figure out what looks the best to me. They have this option on here to where you're supposed to be able to edit your video in place and load it kind of directly from the Roxio software up to YouTube, but I have not gotten that option to work yet, so I just had to export it out, save it as they all save as AVI files, and then upload it from my computer through the YouTube option. But I mean, that's fine. Really only takes me, on the computer I'm using, which is kind of underpowered, it only takes about 15-20 minutes at the most. Well, those are for shorter videos, but it only took about 15 minutes to get it to actually render the whole way, and then about another 15 minutes to upload it. So it really doesn't take a lot of time. The software that it comes with, I get, from my understanding, it's kind of a basic editing software, but really for my needs, because you see I don't make overly amazing videos with all the extra editing and stuff. I just take my gameplay and trim it down. It is I think that the editing is great. It will take me about 5 minutes to edit, because all I do is, once you record it to your computer, you browse to where that location is, and you can just grab the video over to the side, drag it into the timeline. You can trim it right in place. If you want to add a bunch of pieces together and make a montage or anything, you just keep dragging them into the timeline, and all these separate little slots they have for them. And they also have slots in the middle where you can actually upload transitions if you want to. I'm not going to show you guys all that. You can just go to the Roxio website or anything, and they have tutorial videos where they kind of show you pretty quick in about a minute. And then the editing is really quick. You can also add in photos, text, like I put text at the beginning of my video, and transitions and overlays and stuff, and it's, for me, editing wise, it's everything that I need. So I mean, you could go and get was it Sony Vegas or something that everyone uses that is supposed to be one of the best editing softwares out there. I don't know, I've never messed with it, so I'm sure it has a lot more capabilities than this, but this, for what it is, I think it's fantastic. I said the setup was easy. Uh, there are a couple kind of cons with this thing. It's clearly since it doesn't record in HD, you know, like something like a Hauppauge would be better. So if you can keep that in mind. The one thing that bugs me the most, and I'm sure it's probably more amplified on my end because I, instead of just running the Xbox straight to a TV, I had the Xbox go through a receiver from a surround sound, and that would go to a TV. But I have the newer model Xbox to where I was running everything on the HDMI connection, and to use the game capture, you have to switch to the digital components, which is a slight degradation in the quality compared to full HDMI, but I've noticed that when I switch to that and then run those cables through my receiver, it kind of darkens up the video and makes all the edges and stuff not as crisp as it used to be, and that, I mean, that kind of bugs me. You get used to it, but when you're used to playing through HDMI, it's a big difference. Another thing with the software is you can't do split screen type things, so you can't really cut and have two different views if you're playing with someone, have your view and their view on the screen at the same time. At least I haven't found that you can. And other editing software would be better for doing, you know, if you're a more skilled editor, you wouldn't want this. This is definitely more of on the beginner side. I would totally recommend the Roxio for a beginner if you're just starting out on YouTube, because, you know, 70 bucks, it's a lot cheaper than going out and spending 200 for a Hauppauge or something. And that's a lot smaller here in your wallet. I know if you get the Hauppauge though, you can also record like from your DVR on your TV if you wanted to, you know, rip movies or something. This is strictly for gameplay. So if you're looking to just start out, I would totally recommend this instead of throwing down tons of money at the beginning. So I hope you guys like that review. I'm just kind of throwing it together on the fly. So if you're leaning one way or the other, maybe this will help you out or anything. And then also, I want to thank BHD Stiltley, ADM Swag, and 47 for commenting on my two previous videos. I would like to have my my channel as active as possible between me and you guys. So if you guys would please just let me know if you like it, and the more information you give me, the better I can make my videos for you. So, you know, leave a like, dislike, comments, please. You know, subscribe if you want to. All the feedback is greatly appreciated, and thanks for watching.